Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today's video can almost be about letting go, grief, maybe even loss, and moving forward. Today's video is about accepting the fact that you can't go back. You can't go back to whatever it was. Whoever you used to be back in high school, back in college, back in that relationship, back in that job, back in whatever scenario, you can't go back. And that's okay. That is okay. Sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it can be very terrifying, right? Because not being able to go back is we have to move forward. And sometimes moving forward means stepping into the unknown. We don't know what's there. We don't know what's in front of us. All we've seen and all we've known is the past. Right? And even when we get caught up in our past tends to repeat itself because we're still looking back in a sense. We're still looking back, and so we're actually creating that loop to where we're still recreating some of the same scenarios. Because when we go through life changes, when we go through big shifts, when we go through trials and tribulations, whatever you want to call them, we tend to get trapped in what was known, what was safe. And so we subconsciously try to recreate it. Now, with this video, I would like to hopefully help maybe some people guide some people through this process of really letting go of the past and accepting the fact that you can't go back. Now, like I said, that can be scary. That can seem very daunting. Right? You can no longer be who you once were, no matter how you try to recreate it, whether consciously or subconsciously. You might try to recreate same scenarios, same patterns, same habits, same thoughts. You're like, well, I used to like this. Well, you might not anymore. And that's okay. Or you might like it in a different light. You might appreciate it in a different manner. But with this, why is it that when we do move through the stages of life, when we do move through our metamorphoses, our transformations, our trials, our tribulations, why is it so easy and so habitual to mourn and lament the loss of our old self? Right? It's almost kind of like that depression of looking in the past, right? It's like, well, I used to be this. Well, I used to have that. Or like, we used to do this, right? We get stuck in that pattern of used to. It's like, well, you're not there anymore. Why not, instead of lament and mourn who you once were, why not be excited and celebrate who you can now become? Who can you now be? Yes, you might be stepping into the unknown. You might be stepping into new territory, new things you never even thought were possible. But isn't that exciting? Isn't that kind of exciting to think about the fact that you can create yourself in any new light? You can create yourself however you wish. That's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of an exciting feeling. These are some things that I've been trying to experiment with myself, and it is exciting. It's like, well, maybe what if I did try yoga? It's like, who could I become if I did do the things that were good for me, right? It's like, what if I did let go of that negative habit? Who could I become, right? And then we can finally begin to move forward, right? After you can accept the fact that you can't go back. Now, I'm not saying it's as simple as that, but it's not as easy, right? It is as simple as the acceptance of that fact. But sometimes that isn't as easy, right? Because we have emotions, we have feelings, we have thoughts, we have, doubts, we have worries, we have fears, right? All these things might come up and bubble up. But if you're able to more or less release that and really take a chance and to really look forward to your new experiences, it can make you excited, right? At least for me, I kind of get excited at the notion of, it's like, well, crap. Tomorrow isn't going to be like yesterday. One, because I'm going to make it not like yesterday. And two, it genuinely cannot be like yesterday. I don't know what's going to come tomorrow, right? It's kind of to quote Kung Fu Panda. It is a saying, like it's a long time saying, but Kung Fu Panda is what popped in my mind is yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, right? If we can come back to this now, this present moment, right? Accepting the fact that we can't go back and you don't know what tomorrow looks like, but you can recognize that I'm here right now in this current situation, in this current moment, in this current scenario, surroundings. I am here now. What is it I can do to make my tomorrow better? Right? I might not know the exact answers for tomorrow, but I can at least attempt to predict what's going to happen, right? I can go to bed early tonight. I can make sure I drink enough water. I can make sure I, take care of the chores, take care of the kids. I can do that long-term task that I've been putting off. And so that I can at least prepare for tomorrow. Even though it is a mystery, I can still prepare for it. But I can only prepare here. I can't worry about tomorrow because tomorrow hasn't come yet. I can worry about right now. Right? And I can't keep looking back there because it doesn't exist anymore. It actually does not exist anymore. The only place that it actually exists is in here, is in your memories, is in your mind. Right? Because we can replay the same scenario over and over and over and over and over and over again. But when we do that, we get caught in that loop and we can actually, one, mess up tomorrow because we might have forgot a task. We might have, forgotten to take out the laundry. We might have forgot to pay a bill or something because we were so caught up in here that we couldn't prepare for the next day as well. But if we can accept the fact that the past is gone, come back to now, we can better prepare to what is to come. And what is to come is brand new. It's a new life. It's a new adventure. It's a new journey. It's a new anything. Anything is really possible in the tomorrow. A little bit of backstory. Both my parents used to work for Disney when I was a kid, right? That's something that used to happen. Neither of my parents work for Disney anymore, right? It was a beautiful thing at the time, but that's not where I'm anymore. But I did learn some things from that time. And one of my favorite places in Disneyland was Tomorrowland. I loved Tomorrowland. I loved the idea of innovations, right? If you've ever been there, Innovations was a beautiful place at the park. But it talked about what could the future bring, the excitement of the unknown and the untapped potential of the world beyond. Right? To me, that used to really excite me. But the only way that you can look forward is you have to stop looking back. Like I said, it's simple. Sometimes it's not easy. So how do we do that? How do we let go of the past? How do we accept the fact that we can't go back? Well, you got to accept it. You have to accept that you're not there anymore. You aren't that person anymore. Because when we hold on to the past, we hold on to our doubts, we hold on to our fears. We might have made some mistakes, and we're like, oh, I don't want to even attempt to get in a relationship because I messed up the last one, or the last one went horrible. It's that's great. That relationship went horrible, but that relationship literally does not exist anymore. What about a new relationship? What about something new? What if you became a completely new human being and you did better this time? Right? It's not about forgetting the past. You can forget some things, but you should at least take what you learned from those experiences and incorporate them in the new. Right? It's I'm scared to ask for promotion because my last boss was just terrible to me and they treated me horribly. It's okay, great. Right? Use that experience. That boss was terrible, so now you're more aware. You can be a little bit more mindful as you encounter this new one. But that experience is not real anymore. This is your new boss. This is your new experience. Ask them, see what happens, right? It's that mystery, but it can be exciting. Maybe you can be a little bit more assertive this time, or maybe you could be a little bit more, audacious with your requests, right? It's a part of that experience. So to get there, accept the fact that you can't go back, but take what you learned and then grow with it. Grow with it. Who can you become? Who can you become? What endless possibilities lie out there for you? What are you willing to learn? What are you willing to let go of? What are you willing to adopt? New habits, new ways of thinking, right? New people, new places. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you do want to leave your job. Maybe you want to start a business, but can't start a business if you're still trying to be this person over here. Because if you're trying to start a business and you don't have one yet, then obviously past version of yourself wasn't the person to be in charge of your business. But new version of yourself can learn to be, right? So you have to learn how to be almost a completely new person, a new entity, and allow it to unfold as it might in the wondrous world of possibilities of life. So, in short, letting go of the past, accept that you can't go back, and take charge now in this exact moment and create the future that you want. You can't necessarily predict it, but you can at least put in the steps and prepare for it, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen tomorrow. But you can at least take the steps right here and right now to make sure that you are prepared for whatever could happen tomorrow, right? So it's almost like going on a new adventure, a new journey, right? I'm going to reference D&D because I love Dungeons and Dragons, but it's like that role-playing game, right? You can take the time now in this moment to buy your new gear, to put on your armor, to get the potions, to get the spells that you need, recruit the people that you need to help you on this journey. And the new day awaits you. What exciting new wondrous possibilities. It's a beautiful thought. Let me know what you guys think. This is something that I've been trying to incorporate more in my life as I have been transitioning as well and learning that I am no longer past Jed. I am now current Jed, and I have to learn who current Jed is and learn who current Jed can become. Who can I become? Who am I capable of becoming? So who are you capable of becoming? What are you truly capable of if you can just let go of the past, forgive yourself, forgive the mistakes, forgive whatever you need to forgive and let go, and then come back to now and see what waits for you. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you guys like these videos. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, everybody.